Good afternoon, I'm Josh Duncan, and these are some of the top headlines out of the KelownaNow newsroom today. The train station pub is calling for action at the provincial level following an incident at the downtown Kelowna establishment on Monday. They posted footage to their social media account that shows an unknown man walking towards the pub's patio and aggressively throwing a glass bottle, which explodes and sends shards of glass into the seating area. Fortunately, nobody was hurt, but the business owners are asking, when is enough enough? They say it's an ongoing issue for all sorts of small businesses connected to the state of crime in many BC cities. The hospitality group behind the train station pub and Midtown Station pub in Kelowna's Landmark District has created a petition demanding tangible action from the province. It's accumulated over 1,000 signatures so far. You can find an in-depth piece on the matter, including that video and detailed comments from local MLA Gavin Dew at KelownaNow.com. The City of Kelowna has not only exceeded its provincially mandated housing targets for year one, it's already eclipsed the number needed for year two as well. The province began issuing specific housing targets for cities in 2023, and Kelowna's five-year goal was set at 8,774 in June 2024. That included goals of hitting 1,363 and 2,856 in years 1 and 2. Well, through 12 months, Kelowna has already eclipsed both those numbers with a net increase of 3,467 housing units. That includes the completion of 3,600 new units and demolition of just 153. Of those new units, it breaks down as 687 studios, 1,256 one-bedrooms, 1,207 two-bedrooms, and 473 bedrooms. Is that enough numbers for you? Around half of those are dedicated rental units as well. But despite the positive results in year one, city staff say recent trends in development and building permit numbers suggest occupancies may be impacted in upcoming years. A single-family home went up in flames in West Kelowna last night. The blaze on Sandstone Drive was reported shortly after 7 p.m. Thursday, and crews arrived to find the back of the single-family home on fire with extension to the attic. Firefighters acted quickly to knock it down and prevented it from fully consuming the roof structure, which significantly limited damage to the home. 5 people were displaced, though, due to the blaze, and one of them was transported to KGH with minor injuries. The fire is under investigation, but it's believed to have been started by an outdoor cooking appliance, and it's not considered suspicious. Mark Carney was in Trenton, Ontario today to announce that Canada's soldiers are getting a raise. The Prime Minister revealed the privates will be getting a 20% bump to starting pay, a raise from just over $43,000 to just over $52,000. Lieutenant colonels and below will receive 13% raises, while colonels will get an 8% bump. Carney said the members of our Canadian Armed Forces make Canada strong, and the country is investing in their strength. Along with the pay raise, members will also receive a new annual pensionable compensation measure based on years of service. That can be as high as $6,000 for those with over 2 decades of service, while the lowest bracket will see members members with between 5 to 10 years of service receive a $2,000 bonus. Those bonuses don't happen until you hit 5 years of service. Kelowna Made will return this year after a 2-year hiatus. If you're unfamiliar, that is the city's attempt at a signature all-ages community celebration, which debuted in 2022, but it did not attract the crowds it was hoping for in year one. There was all sorts of confidence heading into year two, but the event was canceled due to local wildfire situation that year, and it did not return last summer. Well, it's back, and it will take over City Park next weekend in the form of a multi-day event. It's going to include amusement rides, interactive shows, food trucks, multicultural performances, live music, and much more. That much more includes birdhouse making, golf simulators, a cornhole tournament, basketball games, disc golf demos, park and play areas. The list really does go on. I'll stop there. It will take place next Friday through Sunday, with plenty of more information available at KelownaNow.com and on the city website. And finally, in sports, Canadian teen Victoria Mboko has officially put the tennis world on notice. She capped off her magical and memorable run at the Canadian Open last night with a win over Naomi Osaka to capture the trophy and the $750,000 winner's prize. It is the first career WTA title for Mboko, who is now ranked 24th in the world after beginning the season outside the top 300. That means the 18-year-old will be a ranked seed in the U.S. Open, which gets going in New York later this month. She entered the Canadian Open as an unranked wildcard, so it's quite the jump for Mboko. Mboko is also the youngest player to defeat 4 Grand Slam champions en route to a WTA tournament win since Serena Williams in 1999. And that is some pretty spectacular company to keep. All right, a quick look at the weekend forecast. It's going to be a good one. We're at 26 degrees now, a mix of sun and cloud for the rest of the day. Nothing but sunshine for the rest of the weekend. Highs of 28 tomorrow and 31 on Sunday. That is all for me today and this week, but you can read up on all those stories and plenty more at KelownaNow.com. Enjoy your weekend. I'll be back here on Monday afternoon for a look at more headlines. We'll see you then.
We don't just report the news, we live here too. We're your neighbors, bringing you stories that matter to all of us. No government funding, no outside influence. Kelowna Now.